it's Rona, and today I have a layout to share for the Rediscover Your Stash product focus for sequins. It's also day 25 of Scraptember, and that prompt is Christmas. So I have pulled out my pretty little studio, Comfort and Joy, a couple of pictures that we took when we celebrated Christmas here at my house. I have a photo of both of my granddaughters, and then a photo of my daughter and her daughter. And we all kind of matched, so we just took snapped a couple pictures with those. I have several die cuts kind of already separated out from the packaging. I have some phrase stickers that are not from Comfort and Joy, but from an older line, and some frames and tags, and just a bracket that's already been cut in half and used partially, but I will get that down on the layout to finish it up. And I am showing you the adhesive that I use. Someone had asked me about some different things that I use, and I'm going to give A++ to this adhesive. I just buy it on Amazon. The refills are on Amazon as well, and I love it. So I can put that in the description box if you are interested, but I've used it probably around 10 years or so, and I haven't had anything fall out. It's wonderful. It allows you to lift things up for a little bit, and then it's permanent after a day or so. I am also showing me matting my photos, which I normally don't do, but I love this trimmer. I found it at the scrapbook yard sale for the crop that I was just attended over the weekend, and that is the third trimmer that I've purchased in the last 6 months. My old one, my old Tim Holtz one, broke at this exact same crop back in February. And so there was a Creative Memories consultant there, and I went ahead and bought their newest trimmer, and I just never really liked it. I thought that it worked fine as long as you didn't try to use the straight edge at the top, and that's how I've always cut, and I just couldn't get used to it, cutting, just by lining things up and then cutting from a line. So I was not happy with it. Then I found another one at a different little scrapbook yard sale, and I didn't like it either. And then I was so happy when I saw this one, because I've always had good luck with the Tim Holtz trimmer. So happy with that. And now I am just showing you the placement as I'm kind of deciding where to put everything. I'm going to do kind of a sprig and floral little cluster on each side of the pictures. I have the idea to do the ornaments across the top, and if you see that little ornament there with the cute little candy cane and cinnamon stick, I almost cried over this. You're gonna see here in a little bit, and I didn't show you, I didn't film during when I was gluing everything down. I figured that part is kind of boring, so I thought, well, this time I'm just gonna film during kind of deciding where I'm gonna put everything, and then I'm gonna go off camera and then do the gluing and start my stitching, which you're gonna see in a minute here. But I had a mishap, and I almost tore the whole thing apart, but it was just stuck so good I'm using behind the ornaments. I think I had 4 popped up and 2 that were flat to the page, and I used a very, very thin foam tape, double-sided foam tape, that is from scrapbook.com, I believe, and it sticks so good. It might have been, I don't think it was. I was going to say I've gotten some from Spiegel Mom Scraps as well, and it also sticks so good, which is fantastic, and you want your adhesive to stick good, but if you make a mistake like I did on that, you just want to cry when you can't get it back off. So anyway, you'll see here in just a minute the thread that I'm going to use. I had a couple different ones pulled out, but I went with this one, and it is from Alt New, and it's a metallic gold thread, and I really liked the gold with the warmth of this collection. I thought it was really pretty, and so I'm going to add some gold. You saw me get the gold word love down at the bottom, and I apologize. It looks like the bottom of the layout, the very bottom, is not showing on screen very well. I think it's going to be fixed when I already have things glued on here in a minute, but right now I'm going through my sequins, and I had several Spiegel Mom Scraps sequin mixes, and this is my normal process, I think. Many times I pick and choose sequins from several different little mixes. I mean, she does a beautiful job of making beautiful sequin mixes, and then I get them and I mix them up and make my own sequin mixes out of it, it seems. But, you know, do what you want to do. It's yours after you've purchased it, and, you know, do what works for your layout. So I'm picking through. I have some of the green ones from Pretty Little Studio Comfort and Joy Mix, and those of course match this collection perfectly. Then I had some red ones from one that was a Wild Whisper collection, and I don't know, all of these from Spiegel Mom Scraps are older. They probably don't have them in the store anymore. If you are really interested in a certain one, this one had these really pretty flowers that were kind of a coppery color, and I like the warmth of it as well. I know some people don't like to mix their metals, but I chose to do 2 different colors of gold and a copper on this one, and I really like how it looked. I'm showing you here the stitching that I did, which was a back stitch, and I stitched through my sequins. I love how it turned out. I drew it with a pencil first and then started my back stitch, and then as I would get to where I wanted a sequin to be, I would thread it through the thread, finish the back stitch, and then, you know, go on to the next stitch where you back it back through the, then you stitch back through the hole again. So it's going all the way through, and it makes just like a whole line through each of the sequins. And I thought it turned out kind of fun. So I'm finishing up with some little touches here. I added some more gold hearts in some places. Oh, and I was going to mention too, I did not pull out the crocheted stars when I first started, but I have recently just found these, and a friend made them for me several years ago when I was not scrapbooking much. I was mostly just making cards, and I loved them so much I didn't want to use them on a card that someone might throw away. So I've recently found them again, and you'll be seeing some different crocheted flowers and these stars. I think I have a heart, and then I just purchased some from Prima too. I just love the look. They're so fun. It gives you just a little bit more texture, and these stars actually have a gold metallic thread through them, so it really matched well, and the stars were perfect for this Christmas layout, so I was really happy with finding those and getting them on here. Having a little issue with my metallic thread bow. I probably needed a little bit longer piece, and then I wanted to have a knot in both ends, so that's what I was fussing with there. And I usually use my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to glue the ends down, and then I also glue down the center of my knot just so that it'll stay good. So I'm going to get that glued on. This is a hop for Scraptember. There's a playlist for Scraptember, so that whole thing will be down in the description box. But there's also a hop for Rediscover Your Stash, and everyone who's playing along with all of their sequins. So you should be able to hop along, and I will have all of that information in the description box as well. I will be back again hopefully tomorrow with another layout to share, and I really appreciate you so much. I would love it if you would subscribe, leave me any comments that you might have, and we will see you again tomorrow. Thanks!